everyone, Kaary here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing great today. So today I'm back with another speed build for you guys. This is actually a base game only house. It's been a while since I did something only base game, so that's why I decided to build this time. And this is another build that is based on a realistic floor plan. So yeah, that's really cool. You can see that we're working on the floor plan right now. That's basically because I already knew how the floor plan was gonna be. But I did struggle a little bit with this house, not because it was only base game, but because it was this ginormous room on the second floor that I didn't know what to do with it. And you will see it. It's actually this one that we're creating right now. But yeah, I ended up making it work, of course. And I actually really like this house. I'm pretty sure this is a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house. I don't exactly remember. I actually finished this build a few days ago. I wanted this to be uploaded on Saturday, so that's yesterday. But yeah, I didn't have enough time to do the voiceover. I actually was really tired. I've been really tired lately, and if you follow me on Instagram or if you have seen my previous videos, you know that I'm currently pregnant. So I'm almost 5 months pregnant, and that means that I cannot be sitting on my desk chair for too long. I get some really uncomfortable like back pain and stuff like that because I'm sitting. So my boyfriend actually had to adapt my setup so I can actually play from the couch, because my setup, as I mentioned in another video, is actually in my living room. So yeah, we just moved the sofa from the living room, and then I can sit and start building. So everything that I did here is thanks to him, and everything that he did to adapt my setup so I can actually play. You can thank him if you want. But yeah, I wanted to build something base game. I know we haven't finished the another series that we have going on the channel, the one in which you can actually leave your suggestions for the apartments that we still are decorating. We still have 2 apartments, so you can go and leave your suggestions here in the description of this video if you prefer, or if you want to go and check out the playlist, I'm gonna be linking it down below, and also maybe if I remember I can put it here on the screen as well. But it most certainly is gonna be at the end of the video as well. So yeah, you can go and check it out, and you can leave your suggestions for the 2 apartments that we're still missing, because I really want to finish that series so I can upload the builds to the gallery. So yeah, but for now we have this base game house. I actually struggled less than usual building with an only base game like an only base game house. I thought I was gonna struggle a little bit more, but I actually was really inspired when I started this house. And yeah, you can see that there's a garage, and the garage I didn't decorate it on screen, so I did it after I finished everything because I completely forgot about it. And there are some things that I moved from the exterior of this build, from the backyard. Like, it's more of a side yard, actually. It's like a back side yard. It's kind of weird, but you will see it when we get there. I moved everything from there to the garage once I remembered that this build actually had a garage. It's not functional. You can actually replace it, and you can turn it into anything else that you want. But I just wanted to be true to the floor plan that I was taking, and it did have a big garage, so that's what you get. But you can definitely turn it into like a skill building room or something like that if you have more packs than the base game, because with only base game we don't have that many things that we can actually add. I mean, I could have added an easel. I didn't add an easel, but I could have added one. There's the woodworking table, and that's kind of it for realistic things that you will have in your house. I wouldn't add like a chess table or anything like that, because it's not realistic. I've never been to a house that actually had like a chess table like the ones that we have in the base game. I've seen a lot of people having chess boards, but not chess tables. So that's why I didn't add one. But you can just go, and if you want to play with this house, you can go and download it and add anything that you want to it. The only thing that I always ask is that you don't re-upload this build as your own. So you are more than welcome to go and change everything if you want, but just don't re-upload it as your own. Sorry if you heard like a noise or something in the computer. I'm just recording, and I think you may have heard a noise, but I'm not sure, like a notification or something. If you did, I'm really sorry. But yeah, we're still working on the exterior a little bit. I wanted to create like all the layout and everything because I knew how that I wasn't gonna be making this house any bigger, so I wanted to really work on the exterior a little bit. That was something that I had to create from my own. I didn't have any ideas of what to do with the exterior of this build, and with the backyards and everything like that. So you can see that it's a little bit more of a side yard because this build, like this lot, is actually a 40 by 30 lot, I'm pretty sure, in Willow Creek. But we're now in the interior, so we're starting with the living room. So this is like a tiny room that it's at the very entrance of the house, and it's supposed to be more of like a formal living room. So if you have any guests or people coming over, you would actually meet them here, and maybe you can talk, or I don't know, do things that people do when they have more than one living room. I don't know, I've never been to a house with more than one living room, but yeah, this is supposed to be actually like the formal living room. There's gonna be a family room as well, that it's gonna have a TV and some toys for the kids to play with. And yeah, I thought this was maybe an area for more of the adult Sims. So maybe the two parents spend a lot of time in here when they want to relax, and then they just hang out with another Sims, and they can just spend some time in here if they want. Yeah, I did had some issues with the when it comes to paintings and decorations. I actually used items from the gallery, so NoCC gallery art, and I will be linking the two creators down below, so if you want to go and check them out, because I did download those sets years ago. And yeah, I never remember that we have NoCC gallery art, because every time that I build with only base game, the thing that some of the like rules that I set for myself is actually that I have to use everything from the game. So no art like this one, for example, that I do think it's amazing. I love it. That's why I used it, and that's why I downloaded it. But I always try to make use of the items that we have in game. So yeah, I did download a lot of NoCC gallery art, but I never use it. So this is the time I decided to go and use it anyways, and just make the best out of it. I did forget as well to use it because pregnancy brain and stuff, I always like I'm forgetting many things. But yeah, I still used it in another rooms. I think in the main bedroom I used it as well. But we're in the kitchen now. I talked over the dining space, but it doesn't have that much things, like that many things going on. So there's nothing that we can mention about that. It's not something special. But the kitchen is really big, and the original layout actually had like a breakfast nook. I decided not to have one because your Sims were gonna be using the breakfast nook instead of using the dining table, and every time that I build family houses, I always do my best to just try and use the dining table when it comes to gameplay. I think it's more realistic. They still have that rounded island, and I'm gonna be attaching a table to it, but the table is not gonna be accessible because it's a regular size table, but I'm gonna be adding some bar stools just for the sake of realism maybe, or a little bit more of decoration in the kitchen, because the kitchen is quite big. And yeah, I added some debug items as well, some jars, some pots, like I don't know, are those like Tupperware or something like that? I have no idea, but I added them anyways because I've never used them, and they look nice because we don't have that many pieces of clutter to add to a build when it comes to base games. So that's why I did that. And because I've been trying to use a lot more of debug items as well, because I love the debug menu. I love that we have that many things from the debug menu, but I don't usually spend time trying to use more items from the debug menu, and I think it's something that I need to do more often because it's just perfect. I mean, we have many things in there. It makes your builds look so much more alive and realistic, and that's what I've been trying to do lately, so you know that. But yeah, I struggled a little bit with this part of the build because that archway actually goes to the family room, and I didn't know what to add in here. I wish we had more items like china cabinets, like the ones that I added in here and stuff like that. But mainly I need more artwork for the base game. Artwork, rugs, curtains, and double-sized beds, like double beds. That's the only thing that I ask for in the base game, I think. And it's something that I always mention. We don't have enough double beds in the base game that are realistic, traditional, contemporary, anything like that. All of them are really weird. I never know which one to use. So yeah, we're in the family room now. I thought I was gonna add this TV. I ended up using this one because it made more sense with the fireplace. And yeah, there are like 3 fireplaces in this build. So the people living in here actually have they need to have a lot of money for them to just be able to afford this house. I don't remember how much this house costs, but it's more than 100,000 simoleons. I don't exactly remember, but you can see it on the gallery. I always leave the like a download link on the description of every video, so if you want to go and just download the builds right away, you can do it by checking in the description. So yeah, you can go and do that if you want. But we're adding a bit of decorations in here because, as I mentioned, this is a family room, so there are a lot of toys in here as well, like everything for your kids to play in and to develop some skills. Everything's gonna be in here. Their bedrooms are a little bit smaller, so I use them mainly as spaces for them to sleep and maybe do their homeworks if they want. But all the toys and skill building activities and stuff are in here, and that helped a lot. I don't know if many of you live in a house that have a family room, or you grew up with a family room or something like that. I never did. It's not something that you see commonly in here, but I think it's really nice to have something like this, like a place for your kids to play in and stuff like that. So yeah, I enjoyed it quite a lot. But yeah, of course the bedrooms are still gonna have a little bit of toys and things like that, but it's not gonna be like everything in there. And this is an office, so we went back to the entryway, and this is gonna be an office, like an area for your Sims to maybe play some computer games, or maybe work if one of the parents actually works from home, or maybe they need to develop some skills in here. So I added a couch, and this one in this swatch, in this kind of beige swatch, I didn't remember when I was decorating the second floor, and you will see it on the screenshots because it's in the hallway. I used it again in the same swatch, and then I'm pretty sure I used it again in the main bedroom. So yeah, that's my pregnancy brain working out really, really well. So I always forget things like this. Also, I built this house like in 2 separate days, so maybe that's why. But yeah, you know that when I build, I always try not to repeat the items, like when it comes to decoration, to artwork and stuff like that, and furniture as well. I try to never repeat the items because I don't think that's realistic, that you will have like the same plant 3 times throughout your house, or that you're gonna have like the same painting or the same bed in different rooms and stuff like that, or the same couch. So yeah, I always try not to repeat the items, but when it comes to base game, we're so limited. So I, of course, had to repeat some of the items. We don't have that much clutter to do things in here. So yeah, I did have to work with what I had, and what I had was actually the same items throughout the build. But yeah, you see me here using the exact same couch, and I didn't remember that I already used it, and then you will see it after time in the screenshots. But yeah, we're again using some no-cc gallery art, and yeah, as I mentioned, I'm gonna be leaving the names of the creators down below because I'm not good at this. Yeah, But yeah, this bedroom has an ensuite bathroom. It's a really, really big one. And that's something that I actually had to size it down because the bathroom was massive. When it comes to recreating existing floor plans and stuff like that, we cannot always adjust the sizes realistically to the game. So yeah, in the original floor plan, this bathroom may have been like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 tiles smaller. I don't know. This is like a 4x4 bathroom, and it should be like a 3x3. But if it was a 3x3, I couldn't fit everything that I needed. So yeah, it ended up being a little bit bigger. But I mean, it's not a big deal that you have a bigger bathroom, is it? Even in the game, like if you have more space for your Sims to walk around and do things, it's gonna be better for gameplay. So it didn't bother me that the bathroom was a little bit bigger, and I thought it makes sense with the main bedroom. So yeah. I ended up using that corner tub that I never use. So branching out with the base game, I think. And it's supposed to have like a walk-in closet, so I decided to add the dresser in here to make it functional. And I don't think there's gonna be that many things in here because it's a 2x3 room and you cannot do that many things. So I decided to add the dresser just to make it like have a purpose and not just use of space, so your Sims would come in here and change their clothes and stuff like that. Maybe I should have added a mirror in there, but I didn't. This is one of the kids' rooms, so this is for 2 kids. So they're gonna have these 2 beds that I love. I mean, the switches of this bed, every time that I see this bed, I remember when it came in Parenthood. And you can see that it's a bed that comes with a pack and not originally from the base game. So if you didn't know, that bed actually is originally from the Parenthood game pack, and the Sims team actually decided to turn it into a base game item. I'm not against that. I actually appreciate that they did it with this bed in particular, because this bed is beautiful and I always use it. And then when we got the bunk beds, it just made it so much better. But yeah, I decided to use that bed in those swatches because those 2 are my favorites, and because I don't think I decorate any bedrooms with this color scheme, so I really like it. And this wallpaper from the base game, the one with the squares, I thought that maybe the kids actually painted the walls and they decided to use different colors like yellow tones and stuff like that. So that's why I added some pops of yellow and things like that in this bedroom. So you can see they have this big desk because I thought that maybe they were twins, and they shared this space in here. So they have 2 chairs for them to do their homework or study or do whatever they want. Maybe they like drawing, I don't know. I didn't have a specific family in mind. I just started decorating the bedrooms. So yeah, they have some posters in here, a few toys that I didn't put in the family room because I couldn't fit them. And this is another bathroom. I don't know why I kept all these bathrooms in the video, actually. Maybe because it was a little bit different. I changed the sink for a regular sink from the game, and also they have a shower instead of a shower tub combo. And I added a potty because there's gonna be a nursery in here. Right now I'm feeling into building a lot of nurseries. I usually love building, like decorating nurseries and stuff like that, but right now I just feel like I need to add a nursery to every build that I have. So this is a nursery, and the theme is gonna be like animal theme and stuff like that. That's actually the theme that I'm going for, like my boyfriend and I are going for our son. So we're really excited, and I really love the theme. I think having an animal theme is just amazing. So yeah, I decided to decorate a nursery. So they're gonna have an infant actually in this room, and infants in the game don't stay infants for too long. So you can actually turn the crib into a toddler bed once the infant grows up. And yeah, I decided to decorate with the basic stuff that you need, and the color scheme is a really neutral one. I really like it. I mean, this wallpaper from the base game is actually one of my favorites. And when it comes to kids' rooms and stuff like that, these ones like this wallpaper are just perfect. I love them. It's definitely one of my favorite wallpapers in the game. and having the cribs and everything like that, it just makes everything more perfect. So I added some plushies in here. They're not functional, they're decor pieces, but this infant is gonna have a lot of things downstairs to play with, and also they have some toys in here as well, so they can actually play in their room if you want, or if you want to move them downstairs, you can easily do that. But yeah, we're moving to this room, and this is that empty space that I didn't know what to do with. I was thinking that it would be a game room or something like that, and then I remember that we have the family room. Then I thought that maybe this could be like the main bedroom, but I already decorated the main bedroom, and it makes much more sense that it's the other room instead of this one. And I was like, okay, but I'm not gonna have like 3 kids in this bedroom, so what can I do with it? So I decided to turn it into kind of a guest room. So I thought that this could be like a Murphy bed or something like that. I haven't playtested this build. I haven't playtested this bed. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I decided to turn it into a guest room so you can easily get rid of the couch if the bed is not accessible. But I just wanted to decorate it a little bit different, so I was thinking that maybe their grandparents can stay in here when they come and they spend time in here, because the bedroom is a little bit bigger. I don't know if I would have like the bigger bedroom for someone like friends or stuff like that, but definitely for grandparents I would do that. So I didn't decorate it that much. I added a plant, some decor pieces here on the dresser. There's gonna be a fireplace as well, because I mean, I told you there's gonna be 3 fireplaces in here, and some chairs for them to sit by the window and relax and just spend some time in here if they want. I'm really happy with the end result, because I really didn't know what to do with this room. So there's not that much going on in here. I didn't like add many things because I thought it was a room that wasn't gonna be used for that long, or really like a lot. So maybe when the grandparents come over, they can just use that bedroom. But yeah, we're in the exterior now, and it's quite big. So I once again struggled a little bit with what to do in here. I wasn't sure if I was gonna have like a bigger pool, or if I was gonna have a lot of things for your Sims to do, because once again, base game quite limited. So yeah, I ended up adding a pool. There's gonna be like a garden area for your Sims to grow some plants and stuff like that, and there's gonna be a small section for your Sims, like for your kids to play in. So I added the monkey bars, and that's the section. I mean, I just added the monkey bars. I didn't decorate that much on the exterior. I was thinking that maybe if you have more packs, you can improve the backyard so your Sims can do more stuff outside. But right now we're adding some bushes. These bushes actually are from the debug menu, so if you cannot find them right away, it's because the debug version of them actually have 2 swatches. So yeah, the in-game version has only 1 swatch, and it's a really dark one, and the debug version has 2 swatches, so this brighter one and the other one that it's a little bit darker. And I really like using the debug version because it has more swatches, so you can do more things and you can play a little bit more with the items. So yeah, and that's something that I don't understand. Why would the debug items have more swatches than the regular in-game objects? I have no idea, but it happens with many plants. So yeah, maybe it's one of those things that we'll never get the answers to. But yeah, sometimes I wonder. But yeah, we're decorating in here. We're adding the classic stuff for the backyard. There's gonna be a table for your Sims to eat outside if they want, and there's gonna be a grill as well. Yeah, I don't know if you heard that noise again, like the notification noise. I'm really sorry if you did. And yeah, there's not that much going on. If you heard the noises, it's because my brothers and I are actually planning what to do for Mother's Day. That it should be today if you watch the video on Sunday. So yeah, we're planning what to do for our mom and what to bring her. So yeah, if you hear the noises, it's the WhatsApp notifications doing that. But yeah, Doing a little bit more in here with this garden area that I mentioned, that you can actually grow plants or whatever you want to do in here. I added the woodworking table in here because that woodworking table, when it comes to base game, it reminds me of the flower arranging table that would make way more sense in here, but it's not a base game item, it's from Seasons. So I decided to add the woodworking table because there was a lot of space, like an empty space in here. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. We're adding the monkey bars. That's the kids area. And we're actually gonna be wrapping up this video pretty soon. So if you like this video, you can also like it, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And also follow me on social media. The links are all in the description down below. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Remember that you can download this build right away and take the screenshots. And goodbye!